CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN.
Guys, the Chickens here bringing you another Beach video. In today's video, guys, I'm going to talk about the most common and biggest mistakes that people make going into the newest season of Warships. So, Season 15 is coming up in just a few days, guys. Make sure you subscribe, stay tuned to the channel. We're going to have some fun stuff coming over the weekend. And also, we're going to be going live Sunday at, actually, it's Monday. Monday at 4 a.m. Eastern, I believe, is when this all kicks off. So, yeah, middle of the night on a work day. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So, what we're gonna talk about today, just about the most important things, or kind of the most important things, but basically the biggest, most common mistakes people make, especially at the start of the season, because the start of the season of Warships is absolutely crucial to how you're going to finish the season. You know, I would even go as far to say that how you start the season in Warships as it begins is even more important than how you finish the previous season, because you can make up a lot of ground on the first few days, and it kind of sets the pace for the entire season. So we're going to talk about this, and also we're going to take down Gearhart's War Factory. And what do you guys want to see? Should we do Alzuka? Alzuka is probably the most exciting, right? Whoa, I do not have instant training? Chicken? What's going on here? Guys, if you don't have instant training, make sure that you're using the code CHICKEN in the shop. And also, I'm going to do this live. Oops, that's chicken. So, as I buy this here, guys, I also want to let you know that if you don't already know, we are doing a huge giveaway. I'm giving away the Clash of Clans animated short book, which is a limited time exclusive giveaway that I'm only able to do once. And I don't believe that they're making these books for sale afterwards. So if you want to make sure that you can get one of these, all you have to do is use the code CHICKEN in the shop. Let me know in the comments. Or, we'll bring it back now. There we go. All troops are ready. Just like that. It's magical. Or simply become a channel member. I'm going to prioritize the channel members in the giveaway. I'm giving the book away in 6 days as of today. So make sure that you're tuned in to one of those two things, and that's going to be your best shot at getting it. So, let's kick things off. So, the biggest mistake people will make going into Warships will be to not plan ahead, not to watch the sneak peeks, to have no idea what's going on in the season, because, we know by now what happens, right? The sneak peeks are typically posted sometime over the weekend. I don't know when exactly, sometimes it changes, but for the most part, you know what the tech tree is going to be beforehand, right? So, you should plan accordingly. You should at least have like somewhat of an idea as to what it's going to look like, right? Because you don't want to get to day one. Say you do everything else right. You get to day one, you have no idea what the tech tree is, and then you're just kind of left sitting there like, I hope this is good, or like this might be a good decision. I don't really know, because I didn't pay attention to much. Apparently we lost brick somehow. So yeah, you don't want to get caught in that situation, guys. Let's go shock here, shock here, shock here. Yeah, so you don't want to get caught like that. You want to have an idea of what's going on as you are, before the season starts. You want to know what your plan is, basically. So make sure that that you're doing that. And I think, you know what I should have done there? I should have sent the Zoogs. I should have done the Zedmot GB Barrage Artillery, but we're doing this chicken style, so we're doing the rich man's War Factory, right? Wasting as much gold as possible. So have an idea of what the tech tree is going into the season. That's gonna be number one. Number two, the biggest mistake that people make is not pushing right away, not playing. It doesn't mean you have to be crazy like Chicken and all the crazy guys that get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to to play Warships before they go to work or go to school or whatever. That doesn't make sense. That's not feasible for a lot of people, which is fine. Okay, there we go. Sorry, the Zookas, or not the Zookas, the iPad is not listening to us. So if you can't push right away, at least make sure that you get a decent push done like the first day or so, because that's going to make a huge difference, right? That's going to make a huge difference. Okay, let's go like this, and let's go medkit. Da-da-da-da, bang, 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 critters. And sorry, we gotta focus. I think we just had the 1. There we go. And 2. Boom, there it is. All right, so we got the shield gens down. Now we can rush the core. But yeah, so if you're not able to push at 4 a.m. like for an hour, which most people aren't in the West. In the East, it's a different time zone. I don't know what it is. Everyone's in a different time zone, right? I don't know what it is exactly for everybody, but if you can't push right away, make sure you push as soon as you get up, even if it's just to get out of, we start at 4 to 4 chests, even if it's just to open the first chest and get the timer on and then get the rest of your chest later that day. That's going to pay off for sure. So let's watch the replay there because we got quite a few things to talk about. I want to kind of drive through a lot of them. So another mistake is to not be familiar with all the troops. If you've never used, bombardiers for whatever reason, if you've never used Grens, if you've never used something, if you're like strictly an all-Zuka elitist or whatever, don't be that guy. You got to make sure that you're comfortable with all the troops because you have to shift in warships a lot, right? You got to use rocket chopper, you got to use Scorcher sometimes, you got to use Kavan. So most people that play Boom Beach regularly, they probably are playing all the troops at some point and know how to use them, but it's important nonetheless. Make sure you're familiar with everything. So have a plan. Have a plan. Depending on how you finished last season, you're either going to have more tech, which means tech level, which just means rewards. You're going to have more tokens and keys to upgrade your tech tree with, or you're going to have less than the general person. So based on this fact, if you finished really high, say you finished in the top, 25 for your country, you're pretty hot in the last season. You might want to base your next season upon that and kind of quickly unlock stuff that other people aren't going to be able to get. We call this tech riding. So if you quickly unlock stuff that other people don't have, it puts you at a tremendous advantage in the matchmaking pool because a lot of people do not have the stuff that they can't defend against the stuff that you have, right? For example, getting bombardiers early, getting seekers early, getting an extra troop damage statue early, things like that really make a huge difference versus base riding, the opposite. So say you don't have a great warship season, right? So what's going to be better off is simply, taking a slower approach. That's going to pay off more in the long run, right? We've seen this time and time again. It doesn't pay off to try to rush stuff if you're not ahead of the pack. If you're in the pack, if you are the pack, or if you're behind the pack, just go the defensive route. It always makes for a better season finish in the end game. Almost always, right? There's always exclusions here and there, but for the most part, that's what you want to do. Let's go like this, and this. A little bit late on that last laser. 1 and 2. Boom! War factor goes down. Back. So yeah, just figure out, if you're in a really good position to tech ride, do that. Unlock stuff before anyone else gets it. If you're not in a great position, just hold back. Upgrade all your defenses. Probably unlock more defenses than upgrades before you go to the next engine room. And that's going to be better. That's going to be better off in the long run. If you're not doing well, kind of assess what you're not doing well. Is it because of your tech tree? Is it because of your attack strategy? Is it because of your base layout? And the next biggest thing, there's Chicken's list. The next biggest thing is honestly just to change your layout frequently. If you're not doing this, it's a mistake. With these short seasons, we've seen it be like, it can be up to almost every day, depending how high of rank you are. But at least every 3 days, you should be changing your base almost. Again, there's some exceptions to that rule. It's not, one and done, but you should be changing your base layout frequently. If you're not changing it at least once a week, then you're at a disadvantage. I can simply say that. So that's something that you want to make sure that you're able to, again, and it comes back to just staying in tune with the community, staying in tune with what's working at the moment. And yeah, that's honestly the biggest thing in Warships is just staying in tune. Whether that's YouTube, Discord, Reddit, Telegram, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that you know what the best current way to do things is, because it's always changing and it changes frequently. That's what makes Warships so fun, right? That it's always, it's always different. It's not like the main base where it's like, okay, you use Zook as an operator. I don't want to get into it because we'll get our tongue tied. But yeah, it's different because it's always changing. It's not like there's one dominant thing that works against this. It's always, different paths and things like that. But yeah, also guys, the crab is upon us, so we want to make sure that we have all of our tribes boosted, even at the sacrifice of some upgrades, because I think that's going to be nice. Yeah, still got to max out the tribes, but shouldn't be too much of an issue considering how many resource rewards we have going into this crap. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Look forward to this weekend, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is gonna wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Why is there like this weird triangle thing here? I don't know what that is. Is that the light? No. Is that the... When I lean forward, it goes away. It's a reflection of the computer, I guess. The more you know. The more you know. Guys, always thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one. Guys, check it out. Back.